Very good show tonight. Very good show tonight. Name my topic tonight is called I think it was excellent and exciting in Edmonton. Was that it? Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah, I think that that's yeah yeah that's it, yeah, excellent and exciting in Edmonton. Yeah, excellent and exciting in Edmonton. And I'm gonna do my dynasty predictions. So stick around, right back. I'm play a little song for all of you. It's number one hit single from 1986 called "Hearts on Fire" from the Rocky Four movie soundtrack by John Cafferty. So stick around, right back. Get it playing, right back. Yep, Hearts on Fire. All we just heard from the Rocky Four soundtrack, movie soundtrack starring Sylvester Stallone and Dolph Lundgren. Rocky Four, movie soundtrack Hearts on Fire by John Cafferty. So let's get down to this with tonight's great good show tonight. Now I'm gonna give you all my predictions for Dynasty. We go live inside the venue. We cut back to in the inside parking lot area with Real Ospreay fighting to the Death Riders. An SUV pulls up. Alex Windsor and Ospreay, stablemates from the United Empire, come out as we get a brawl in the parking garage of Rogers Place. The action spills into the ring entrance area. Ospreay pummels Moxley in the ring as Marine Shafir grabs him from behind. Windsor hits Shafir with a lariat, taking her out. Daniel Garcia and John Moxley stomp on Ospreay. United Empire stablemates come to make the save. Pac is taken out. Claudio Castagnoli comes in but is sent to the floor. Mox has Ospreay in a chokehold, but he escapes the hold. Cal Newman takes out Mox, sending the Death Riders packing. Ospreay has a mic. He tells Mox that he flew to Japan and he brought the United Empire stablemates. Ospreay says, give them an hour or 20 minutes, that they will create chaos in Edmonton and put out a challenge in Death Riders for tonight. Edmonton is the hometown. Edmonton is the hometown here of late Chris Benoit. I think I'm right. And action spills into the ring. Hold on, wait on. We go to Don Callis responding to Kyle Fletcher having to vacate for the AEW TNT title due to an injury. Callis says the title will be decided in a gauntlet match at Dynasty. Callis says he has a pivot that will blow the fans' minds. Callis says he runs the family like a professional sports faction. Callis says the family calls the shots. Callis says Takeshita, Andrade, and Mark Davis will destroy Darby Allin. Jack Perry and Bandito will do it for Kyle Fletcher. The music of Darby Allin hits as he makes his way out of the ring for our first match of the night. Next up, the Ring of Honor champion Bandito. He pyro goes off before hitting the ring. Finally, the music of Jungle Boy Jack Perry hits as the national champion makes his way to the ring. Kazuki Takeshita music is up next as he makes his way out first. Andrade's music plays next as he and Mark Davis are out to join the NJPW World TV Champion. All three make their way out to the ring. Trios march Darby Allin, Jack Perry, and Bandito versus Andrade, Kazuki Takeshita, and Mark Davis. The bell rings as Andrade and Darby Allin starts things off. Andrade leaves the ring and walks up the rampway. Takashi is in. Davis and Takashi are double teamed. Darby Allen grabs the mic and Andrade asks Andrade where he is going, and Andrade calls Andrade down a callous little bitch. Takashi and German supers Allen from behind. And Andrade makes his way back to the ring. Callous follows. Takashi tosses Allen back in the ring. Takashi stomps off the midsection of Allen. Perry is tagged in. And he sends Takashi and Davis to the floor and then lands on both men with big moonsault off the top rope. Perry comes off the top but nailed it by Takashi. Andrade is tagged in. Andrade and Perry is on the outside. Andrade drops Perry and then takes a selfie with a female fan ringside. See, hold on a second, wait. Okay, back full ad break on HBO Max. Back from the break, Perry and Davis are in the ring. Davis misses with a senton on Perry. Bandito is tagged in and takes out Takashita, and Davis is in the ring. Bandito is dropped with a blue thunder bomb on Bandito. He covers for the Ring of Honor champ for only a 2 count. Davis is in. Davis and Bandito runs the ropes. Bandito rolls up Davis for only a 2 count. Perry comes in and sends Takashita to the floor. Allen leaps through the ropes, taking out Andrade. Davis drops Allen to the floor. Davis and Takashita pick up. Darby throw him over the timekeeper's table. Perry fights Takashita and Davis, but it's too much. Davis drops Perry with a big lariat. Davis power drives Perry in the center of the ring. Andrade comes in and picks up Perry and drops him with a DM to get the pin. Wins by pinfall. Andrade, Kanazuki Takashita, and Mark Davis. After the match, Perry is triple teamed as Allen crawls in the ring. He shoves Andrade low blows Allen. Davis hold Perry as he is engaged in the eyes. The music of the Young Bucks hits as they run down to make the save. Lance Archer comes in, but is super kicked by the Young Bucks. Super kicked the Bucks, send his share to the outside and hit a BE trigger on Davis. Okada comes out to distract the Bucks as Takashi then hits the Bucks from behind. Okada and Takashi stand face to face. Okada and Takashi exchange low blows. Shishiro and Archer try to separate Takashi and Okada. The Radicals then come in and take out Okada, Takashi, and Archer. Meyer makes sure that Okada stays down. The Bucks and Radicals stand tall in the ring. We go to backstage with Lexi Nair talking to Dr. Michael Sampson, providing an update on Kenny Omega. Sampson says that Omega is cleared in the best of shape of his life. Sampson says MJF is trying to get in the head of Omega. The bell rings and we're underway. Willow does a little dance as she wants a handshake. Aminata kicks Willow and tries to pin her for only a 2 count. Aminata is sent to the floor as Aminata goes to the outside. Both women exchange blows. Yukira Shida is looking on from the stands. Willow and sends Aminata into the guardrail. Willow rolls Aminata back in the ring. Willow hits standing ladders on Amina, then covers her for only a 2 count. Amina sends Willow down and even runs the ropes, connecting with a big running kick. Amina covers Willow for only a 2 count. Full ad break on HBO Max. Back from break, Willow is rolled up for only a 2 count. Willow has Amina up and hits a backbreaker. Willow hits Amina in the corner with a lariat with a drop kick. Willow then drops Amina with a Death Valley driver. She is shown again looking on. Amina hits the floor. Willow connects with a senton on Amina on the floor. Willow rolls Amina back into the ring. Willow goes to the top and misses for a moonsault. Amina hits Willow with an elbow strike and covers for only a 2 count. Amina goes to the top rope and comes off with a big driving foot stomp. Amina covers Willow for only a 2 count. Willow is up and tells Amina to hit her. Both women exchange blows. Both women knock each other down. Referee starts the 10 count. Both women are up as Willow backslides Amina for only a 2 count. Amina has Willow up and drops her for a big air raid crash and covers Willow for only a 2 count. Willow hits Amina with a big boot to the face, then a pounce landing on the apron. Willow picks up Amina and drops her with a big powerbomb and covers her to retain. We're still AEW TBS champion Willow Nightingale. After match, Willow picks up Amina and she is shown looking on with her candlestick. BO package highlighting MJF, more on Jackass Freeman. Then we go to commercial break. Back from commercial break, the music Chris Jericho hits and to sing looks like a flat ovation start. Jericho makes his way out as his pyro goes off. There is some shots of fans sing along his theme song. We get a short Jericho chant. Jericho thanks the fans and says it's good to be back. Jericho says he will make his return official by signing his new AEW contract. Jericho talks about how he took a big risk in 1990 going into pro wrestling, and it was a big risk going in 2019 signing with AEW, and that he's excited to continue to help build AEW that he helped start. Jericho says that he has some stinkers and that he loves pro wrestling. He says that he tries to get the best shape that he can get into when he is back. He says all he cares about is helping to build AEW and he loves the company. You get a Jericho chant. He pulls out a pen and says it's the perfect time to sign the contract. He gets ready to sign it. As the music of the demand hits, they make their way out and down to the ring and slowly enter. Rico shit grabs the mic. The fans booed the demand. Rico shit says that someone who is from Las Vegas, Nevada. Canada sucks. Rico shit says that he came out to talk to him, and the man comes out in peace and good faith. Rico shit tells Jericho to do himself a favor and just sign the contract and don't back and why you came back. Why would you came back? Turn the globe with his little band. Rico shit says that Jericho without a doubt is one of the best champions of all time and that AEW will not have rise it did without him. Ricochet says the attendance is up. Rings up. Ricochet mentions that he was the first national champion of Ricochet. It's all because of him. Ricochet says that he respects Jericho. Ricochet tells Jericho nobody wants him here and pack it up and get out of the ring. His ring. Get on the cruise ship and don't come back before he gets hurt. Jericho tells Ricochet that he is really bald. Jericho says he doesn't give a shit what Ricochet thinks. Jericho says he has a clause in his AEW contract for anyone at Dynasty he names off of family and other celebrities. Jericho says he has made his choice. Jericho tells Ricochet what happens when Jericho doesn't have an opponent for Vancouver. He doesn't have one. Jericho signs the contract and tells Ricochet he made the list. Fans get excited as Ricochet doesn't look happy. We go backstage with Lexi Nair talking to the Don Callis family. Callis says Andre is going to pit Darby in the dirt. Dallas says it will be the Young Bucks against Takashi and Okada as a team. Takashi is not happy. Callis says this is about Kyle. Takashi needs to work with Okada. Takashi says he wants a shot at Okada. Callis and says Takashi can have a shot at Okada at Double or Nothing. Callis tells Okada to shake hands. Both men attempt to fight, but is broken up by other members of the family. Back in the venue, the lights go out as the music of Tommaso Ciampa hits. The power goes off and lights come up. Ciampa makes his way out and down to the ring. Next up is the music of Mascara Dorada. Gauntlet number one entrant Tommaso Ciampa versus Mascara Dorada. Ciampa has the arm of Dorada and as he takes down Ciampa. Ciampa is up and tries to take off the mask of Dorada. Dorada fights back. Ciampa goes for a roll up, but Ciampa moves. Dorada sends Ciampa to the floor. He looks at the TNT title, AEW TNT title, and he announce table. Ciampa walks up and steals to steel steps. He kicks Dorada, who fires back with kicks of his own. Dorada runs the ropes, but Ciampa moves. Dorada sends Ciampa down and connects with a thrust kick. Dorada is hit with a knee strike by Ciampa. Dorada fires back as the champ is sent to the floor. Dorada leaps over the top rope and connects on Ciampa onto the floor. Back from break, Dorada comes off the top rope and takes down Ciampa. Ciampa goes to the outside. Dorada lands on a super kick on Ciampa. Dorada comes off the ring post. Ciampa ring post landing on Ciampa onto the floor. Ciampa is back in the ring. Dorada connects with a big 450 splash on Ciampa and covers him for only a 2 count. Ciampa picks up Dorada as he escapes and takes down Ciampa with a great lariat. Ciampa fires back with a low elbow drop kick and drops Dorada on Ciampa's knees. Ciampa covers Dorada for only a 2 count. Both men are up on the ropes. Dorada kicks Ciampa and has him on his shoulders, connects with a huge neck breaker. Dorada covers Ciampa for only a 2 count. Dorada comes up and down, but connects with a big boost to the face. Ciampa DDTs Dorada and connects with a big running knee. He covers Dorada for the win, winning by pinfall Tommaso Ciampa. We go to backstage with the dogs. Clark Collins, David Finlay, and Gabe Kidd. Orange Cassidy and Roger Strong are down on the floor on the background. Commercial break. Back from break, Nelson is with Thekla, who tells Lexi she will take her to a strip club and break all her fingers. Thekla addresses Jamie Hayter in their title match at Dynasty. Back in the arena, the music of Adam Copeland hits as he makes his way out to a sizable ovation. He makes his way out to the ring. Next up, the music of Christian Cage. Cage walks out and down to the ring. Copeland has a mic. Copeland says his jealousy is what blew up FTR. Copeland says FTR saw themselves as a henchman for him. Copeland says the CNC Dynasty will take their rightful place at the AEW World Tag Team Champions. Christian says FTR is pissed off at Cage and Cope and the entire country of Canada. Cage says FTR has been naughty and forced to pay a visit to their mothers. Cage says he thanked them both. Cage then says he doesn't want Stokes' mother to be left out. And when he visits her, he'll be the one of the half of the tag team champions. This brings out FTR as a chance and Stokes come out from behind. Trent Beretta and Rocky Romero attack Cage and Copeland from behind. FTR takes out Cage in the ring. Trent then takes out Copeland with a chair on the outside. Cage is held up by the FTR. Stokely spears him. Dax Harwood puts a chair on the arm of Cage. Cash Ruler is on the second rope. Stokely takes Cage's watch and Cage comes down on the arm. Cage screams and holds his wrist. And we go to commercial break. Back from break, we go backstage with Darby Allin talking about his upcoming match with Andrade at Dynasty, and that is not sure if he can be the face of AEW. Darby Allin says he needs this win more than anything. Back in the venue, the music of the United Empire hits. They make their way out of the ring. Death Riders are out next. Chaos in Canada, IWGP World Champion Callum Newman is in. Callum Newman, Hanar, Francisco Akara, and Will Ospreay versus Jon Moxley, Pac, Dan Garcia, and Claudio Castagnoli. The action starts off on the ring on the floor. Harnero nails Pac, but is sent into the barricade. Claudio picks up Ospreay on the ramp and sends him down. When Alex Windsor runs out and goes right after Marine Shafir, Claudio is nailed by a ladder from Ospreay. Hanar and Ospreay use the ladder to take out Garcia. Ospreay and Newman set up the ladder, and Akara stands on the ladder and leaps off the top, landing on the Death Riders. Back from the break, Ospreay and Akara take out Claudio and Mox on the floor. Ospreay pulls out a table from under the ring. He sets up as Akara pulls over the steps and set up the table. Ospreay and Newman grab Mox, but Garcia and Claudio make the save. Claudio sends Hanara into the barricade, and Death Riders have Newman in the ring. They all take rapid shots at Newman. Ospreay tries to get back in the ring. Hanara is being choked out. Outside the ring, the Death Riders take shots on Newman. Moxley bites the ear of Ospreay. Garcia nails Esperard. The Death Riders take shots of Hanara. He tries to fight back and hits Pac and Garcia with double lariats. Hanara grabs Garcia, but Claudio makes the save. Claudio has Hanara and drops him on the table as he breaks it in half. Full ad break on HBO Max. We get an overrun back from the break. They show a replay of Moxley dropping Ospreay with a huge power driver. Hanara is nailed by an uppercut from Claudio. Garcia connects with a big boot on Newman. Garcia locks on Dragon Tamer on Ospreay. As Mox connects with a stop, Garcia covers Ospreay, but Kara makes a save. Kara and Mox jaw. Newman and Mox exchange blows in the center of the ring. Newman then hits Mox with a rolling elbow strike. Ospreay and Newman both hit Garcia and Mox with cutters. We get a double cover on Mox, but Mox and Garcia both kick out at 2. Claudio picks up Ospreay for a giant swing pocket. Is powerbombed by Hanara. Claudio catches Hakara, but Hanara makes the save, sending Claudio through the table. Garcia is splashed by Hakara and Newman, but the table doesn't break. Ospreay and Mox are in the ring exchanging blows. Ospreay leaps off the top, but is caught by a paradigm shift. Moxley connects with 3 more. Newman comes in and drops Mox with a big lariat. Ospreay connects with a hidden blade on Moxley, who then crashes through a table in the corner. Ospreay covers Moxley for the win. Wins by pinfall, the United Empire. After the match, Ospreay picks up Moxley, but Claudio runs in and pulls Moxley out of harm's way to go to the video package highlighting Kenny Omega. Back in the venue, Tony Schiavone introduces Kenny Omega. His music hits as he makes his way out and down to the ring. Omega says it's been 25 years since he has been in Edmonton. He talks about how he would hop in the car and wrestle in the Independence in Edmonton. Omega says that last week with MJF he lost his cool. If it was not for Mike Bailey, he would have done something regretful. Omega brings up his different colors. On commentary, brings it up every week. Omega says what made him mad. He names all his monikers. Omega says that it is his fans that have gave him those names, an incredible weight on his shoulders. AEW used to be a concept, just a place as an alternative what it was supposed to be. Omega says MJF is best at the mouth. Everything MJF can do. Omega can do better. He is the god of professional wrestling. Omega says that it was more on Jackass Freeman that should have been pissed off. All he can do is talk, and that's it. That is it. Can never do what Kenny can do in Japan. Tell a story about his physical work. Omega says that he thought it was all on him to write the legacy and save the place where the best wrestle and put the belt on someone that can wrestle but the best. Omega says he was wrong. It's not his legacy, but the legacy of the fans. People deserve someone to wear the belt with pride, and it's not going to be Warren Jackass Freeman. Omega says he is not the same. Omega says he values the work more and working harder to protect what he once had. Omega says that in Vancouver, the belt what he wears is like a sweaty little blanket. He will take it from him and right the wrongs he has done in his company. Omega makes a promise to be the best version of Omega. This brings out the World Heavyweight Champion as Warren Jackass Freeman hits. Music of Warren Jackass Freeman hits. Warren Jackass Freeman makes his way out down to the ring. Warren Jackass Freeman calls for his music to be cut. Warren Jackass Freeman says he was listening and talking like in 2026 he is better and he will beat him. Moron Jacket Streamer says Omega and Super Moron fans should talk him up and deep him down. The fans are scared. This might be Kenny's last shot at the title. It will be his last, and the clock is still ticking on Omega's career. Moron Jacket Stream brings up the last time they wrestled. Omega was 75%. What will Omega's excuse be after Sunday? Moron Jacket Stream says, what he loves more than anything, he will be able to find out the hard way. Moron Jacket Stream wants the best version in the ring. He will find out he is not on the level of the devil in front of Canada and the world. Their God will fall on the devil will rise up where he belongs. Moron Jacket Stream tells Omega he is better than him, and he knows it. Omega says he learns a little more about Moron Jacket Stream every single week. He has made him learn that what it takes to protect the title, it will mean enough that if he would shake his challengers before Sunday for the sake of the cameras in Canada. Let bygones be bygones for a legendary main event and demands Moron Jacket Stream to shake his hand. Moron Jacket Stream tosses the mic down and goes to punch Omega, but he ducks and nails Moron Jacket Stream with a knee. Omega says Moron Jacket Stream is predictable. Omega grabs the Dynamite ring and says at the end of the pay-per-view, Omega then does this cringy goodnight promo. Omega takes off the ring and drops Moron Jacket Stream, and Omega leaves the ring as the show goes off the air. Well, that was a really good show tonight. Really good show tonight, everybody. Really good show. Really good show tonight. Now it's time for my Dynasty predictions. Okay, we start with a pre-show match. Alex Windsor versus Marina Shafir. Let's see. I'm gonna say Marina Shafir. Number 2 tag team match for AEW World Tag Team Championship. FTR Cash Wheel versus and Dark's Hair with Soapling versus Cope and Cage. Adam Copeland Christian Cage tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. I'm gonna say Cope and Cage. Edge and Christian from WWE, formerly Edge and Christian from WWE. Those would benefit of Flash Photography. AEW Continental Championship match, Jon Moxley versus Will Ospreay. I'm gonna say Will Ospreay. Andrade El Diablo versus Darby Allin. Singles match. Allin wins. He will get a future AEW World Championship match. I'm gonna have to say Andrade gets this. Thiegler versus Jamie Hayter singles match for AEW World Women's Championship. I'm gonna say Thiegler retains. Tommaso Ciampa versus to be announced in the Casino Gauntlet match for AEW TNT Championship. Doesn't matter who wins, because who knows what Tommaso Ciampa's opponent gonna be, who he faces. Young Bucks, Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson, the Jackson Boys. Teddy Bench versus Don Callis and Kazuchika Okada versus Kazuki Takashita. I'm gonna say the Don Callis family. Chris Jericho versus Ricochet. I say Jericho. Guess this. Kenny Omega versus Warren Jackass Freeman, singles match for AEW World Championship. I'm gonna say Kenny Omega, and that's it. Now it's time for my wrestling history and birthdays. Let's go to yesterday. Let's go to yesterday. April the 7th. Hold on 1 second. April 6, 1996, marked the tragic passing of Bearcat Brown. Then the pay per view that started it all, WrestleMania 2, debuted. It premiered, closed circuited television, and WrestleMania 2. It was the second WrestleMania took place on Monday, April 7, 1986, making it the only WrestleMania that was not held on a traditional Sunday, but until the two-night WrestleMania 36, April 2020. The event took place at 3 venues the same day. First at Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Uniondale, New York. Then at WrestleMania Horizon, and then at the Rosemont Horizon in Rosemont, Illinois, and finally the L.A. Morris Sports Arena in Los Angeles, California. Each venue that had its own card of matches, each totaling 12 matches for a pay-per-view broadcast, were shown back-to-back. The main event of WrestleMania 2 was in LA and featured WWE Champion Hulk Hogan defending against King Kong Bundy in a steel cage match. And the last match in Chicago, British Bulldogs, Davey Boy Smith and Dynamite Kid face off Dream Team Greg Valentine and Bruce the Barber Beefcake, Reagan Hammer Valentine, Bruce the Barber Beefcake for the WWE Tag Team Championship, while the final match in Uniondale was a boxing match pitting against Mr. T and Roddy Piper. The undercard in Uniondale saw WWE Intercontinental Champion Macho Man Randy Savage defend his title against George Gamble Steel, while the card in Chicago featured a 20-man battle royal involving WWE superstars and NFL players. This had poor reviews. This was the worst WrestleMania of all time. And a lot of Ray Charles sings America the Beautiful here. And celebrities included Cab Calloway, Daryl Dawkins, NBA player Gordon Lilly, FBI man and lawyer. Late Joan Rivers, boxing legend Smoking Joe Frazier, Lou Duva, Herb, Susan St. James from TV's Kate Nally. Celebrity guests in attendance for Chicago segment including Clara Peller, Dick Butkus, Edge Jones, Ozzy Osbourne, Bill Frey, late Ozzy Osbourne, Bill Fralick, NFL legend Ernie Holmes, NFL player Harvey Martin, NFL player Jim Covert, Russ Francis, William Refrigerator Perry, Kathy Crosby, and a celebrity segment including LA segment including celebrity guests Ricky Show from TV Silver Spoons, Robert Conrad from Hawaii, Wild West. Other show Ministry is Continental, Centennial, late Thomas Lasorda, and the whole horror hostess Elvira, and I believe Lee Majors was there too. Hogan, in Nassau Coliseum, Paul Orndorff and Mr. Marco ended a double countout. Macho Man Randy Savage defeated, with Miss Elizabeth defeated George Animal Steel, retaining his Intercontinental title. Jake the Snake Roberts defeated George Wells. Mr. T defeated with Joe Frazier and Haiti Kid defeated Roddy Piper, Lou Duva, and Bob Orton DQ in a boxing match. Rosemount Horizon WWE Intercontinental WWE Women's title. Fabulous Moolah defeated Velvet Fire. Corporate Christian defeated Nikolai Volkov and Freddie Blassie in flag match. Andre Giant won by eliminating Bret Hart in the WWE vs. NFL Battle Royal. The British Bulldogs defeat British Bulldog and Dynamite Kid with Captain Lil Bon Ozar defeated the Dream Team. Greg Valentine, Bruce Barbie Cake with Johnny Valiant, a tag team match for the WWE title. And it's LA Sports Arena. Ricky Dragon Steamboat defeated Hercules Hernandez. Adrian Adonis with Jimmy Hart defeated Uncle Elmer. The Funk Brothers, Terry and Haas, with Jimmy Hart defeated Tito Santana and Junkyard Dog in a tag team match. In the main event, Hulk Hogan defeated King Kong Bundy with Bobby the Brain Heenan in a steel cage match for the WWE title. And then on Primetime Wrestling, before same day as WrestleMania 2. Show highlights and everything. The Rougeau brothers, Jack and Raymond, defeated Moondogs. Ted RC defeated Matt Bourne, who known as Doink the Clown. Bear Hug, Tiger, Bob Bradley defeated Mr. X. So, same day as WrestleMania 2. Now let's see, 1996 on WCW main event. On WCW Worldwide Sunday. This was Sunday, March 7, 1996. Alex Wright defeated Pat Tanaka. Scott Norton defeated Buck Quartermain. Belfast Bruiser and Fit Finlay defeated Bill Payne. WCW TV World WCW Tag Team Champion Lex Luger defeated Barbara Walker. Harlem Heat defeated Public Enemy. This is hosted by Mean Gene Oakland main event, whole showing recaps and everything. Everything matches that happen. Hosted by Mean Gene Oakland and Bobby Brain Heenan. It's a main event exclusive. Kevin Sullivan defeated Robert Mike Hayner. Then on 2006, on Heat, Goldust Gene Snitsky defeated Brad James and Colt Cabana. Lance King defeated Viscery. Matt Striker defeated Chandler McClure. Trevor Murdoch defeated Eugene. See, hold on a second. Hold on a second. See, hold on. What else? SmackDown. On SmackDown, April 7, 2006, Brian Kendrick and Paul London defeat Eminem. with Melina. Gunner Scott defeated Booker T with Sharmell. Chris Benoit defeated Simon Dean. Rey Mysterio defeated Randy Orton, retaining the World Heavyweight Championship. Paul Burchill defeated Real Regal in the loser wears winner's choice clothing match. Mark Henry versus Undertaker ended no contest until the debut of the Great Khali on the day April 7, 2006. Yeah, JBL continues to taunt Chris Benoit this night. Then a couple of moves released in theaters on the day April 6, 7, 2006. Couple moves released in theaters on the Benchwarmer starring Rob Schneider, David Spade, and John Lovitz. Rob Schneider, David Spade, and John Hader. Supporting cast will include Tim Meadows and John Lovitz supporting Saturday Night Live cast members. It's directed by Dennis Dugan, director of Happy Gilmore, who was also Rob Schneider and David Spade, who are also good friends with Adam Sandler, go way back to who played Happy Gilmore, go back to Saturday Night Live. Friends with Money, starring Jennifer Aniston, Joan Cusack, Catherine Keener, and Frances McDormand. Fat Girl, starring Monique. Lucky Number 11, starring Bruce Willis, Josh Hartnett, Lucy Liu, Ben Kingsley, and Morgan Freeman. And Take the Lead, starring Antonio Banderas and Audrey Woolworth, was released. See, hold on, let's see what else. See, I'm trying to see what else here. See, trying to see what else. See what else. 2016 SmackDown. Oh yeah, SmackDown August night it's the night after WrestleMania 32. By the way, I've got to mention NXT Takeover Dallas the night before WrestleMania 32 April the 1st 2026 last Wednesday New Year's Day. I mean April Fool's Day, November the 1st, April the 1st. Violent Villains Aiden and Simon defeated Lucha Dragons. Natalia defeated Summer Rae by submission. The Miz and with Maurice defeated Zack Ryder to retain the WWE Intercontinental title. Paul Cruz defeated Curtis Axel. Dean Ambrose defeated Tyler Breeze. AJ Styles and Cesaro defeated Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens was not happy. And see a little confrontation between AJ Styles and Roman Reigns and AJ Styles at night, same night. Now let's go to yesterday, April the 8th. Yeah, that's true. Yesterday was happy 56th birthday to happy 56th birthday to Silver Cat Mexican wrestler. Let's see. Japanese wrestler Miya Yoshiba turned 28 yesterday. Yeah. Oh wait. April 7th. Birthdays. April 7th birthdays. Last Wednesday. Last Tuesday was a happy birthday. Was a happy birthday to Sanjay Dutt. He turned 44. April last Wednesday. Matt Roman Reigns' brother Matt Nohai, Sika's son, other second first son. He would have been 56 yesterday. Better known as Rosie. He died on April 17, 2017 of heart failure. Russian wrestler Anya turned 36. Oh, and Darren and some of you might know the WWE fans as Draws. He would have been 57. He died of natural causes. Died on January 30th, 2023. Former WWE wrestler. It's a very tragic passing. And let's go back to yesterday, April the 8th. Yeah, on April 18th, uh, um, Ultimate Warrior died. Yesterday was the 12th anniversary of the passing of the Ultimate Warrior. He died of heart failure. See, what else? See what else? See, trying to see. Hold on a second. Trying to see what else. Oh, the Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw. April 7th, 2006. April 8th, 1996. Oh wait a minute. Michael. Oh, well, a little pop culture. Michael Jackson's hit single. They Don't Really Care About Us was released April 8th, 1996. And Monday Night Raw. San Bernardino, California, Orange for Living. This is the first episode to begin at 8:57. The counter Monday Night Nitro, which had been airing 3 minutes before Raw, was winning over viewers by doing so. No friend of mine from Pittsburgh remembers that. Vader defeated Yokozuna by referee's discretion due to him breaking his due to Vader injuring his leg. And I know some WWE fans think this is kind of like some of you WWE fans think this is like kind of like karma for Yokozuna, because despite him being a babyface and Vader was the heel here. Yeah, this was, I bet all of you think this was like sort of I guess all you fans think this was karma for Yokozuna for all the bad things he did in WWE as a heel, since he was a babyface here. But Yokozuna buried Vader in your house. Beware of the dog. And rest in peace to Yokozuna and Vader. I missed them. I grew up on both of them. Yeah, beware of the dog. And there was no Monday Night Show on this night. Let's see. What else? Velocity. Fit Finley defeated Psychosis. Matt Hardy defeated Colt Cabana. Jamie Noble defeated Kid Cash. And Funaki defeated Sky Hardy. And Bobby Lashley defeated Vito. And the best with James Mitchell with AJ versus AJ Styles ended with no contest. Norman Smiling and Shark Boy versus Diamonds in the Rough. Diamonds in the Rough. And no contest, Alshire defeated Chase Stevens and Roger Stein in the X World X Cup qualifier match throughway match. Yeah, and let's see what else. 2016 on WWE Superstars. Same day, April the 8th. Ryback defeats Fandango. Kalisto defeats Bo Dallas. And what else? What else? Couple movies released in theaters. The Invitation, April 8th, 2016. Couple movies released in theaters. Movie called scary movie called Hush, starring Cale Siegel and John Gallagher Jr. The Boss, starring Kristen Bell and Kathy Bates and Peter Dinklage. And Demolition, starring Jake Gyllenhaal, Naomi Watts, and Chris Cooper. A little scary movie called The Invitation, starring Tammy Blanchard, Logan Marshall Green, was released. And Kristen Bell was in that movie too. Yeah, I'm about to movie that movie, The Boss. I just released. I just mentioned. And that'll do it for my show this midnight. So I hope you have a good night. Have a good morning. It's midnight. And I was late Chad Henshaw said like dress your chair checker, dance like Lion, dance like James Brown, like to get in the hot tub and sweat. Gonna be driving me wet. Frank A. Murphy do impression James Brown Saturday Night Live. So I hope I have a good night. Have a good morning. Have a good morning. It's midnight. I'm out here. Peace.